What is NNAS? How do I apply for it? How much do I need? Those are some of the questions I aim to answer and explain in this video, so keep on watching. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Fab, your fabulous life-saving goddess here in Vancouver. I'm a Filipino nurse and an international student here in Canada. On this channel, we help students and nursing professionals explore their options to study, work, and live in Canada. In today's video, I will be sharing my NNAS application experience, the different documents I submitted, and my actual application timeline. I would also be sharing some of the things I wish I knew before I started the application. So let's go. So first, what is NNAS? NNAS stands for the National Nursing Assessment Service, where internationally educated nurses, or IENs, send their documents for authenticity checks before sending them to the respective nursing regulatory bodies for the different provinces of Canada. NNAS would evaluate your nursing education, your registration, and your work experience and compare it against Canadian standards. Then they would send an advisory report to the chosen regulatory body for them to decide if you need further assessment or take additional courses. So what are the steps in applying for your NNAS? So for that, they have this application handbook. It can be downloaded from the NNAS.ca website. Don't worry, all the links that I will be discussing will be down in the description box. So yeah, for the steps, I would be going through the handbook. So just so you know, this is like the latest version of the handbook. It was revised last March 2022. This is how the handbook looks like. So these are the different regulatory bodies per province. So step one is for you to make your NNAS account, and to create that, you just need to log into NNAS.ca, sign up, create a profile, answer the questions, fill up some forms, and then when you're ready, you need to pay for your NNAS assessment fee of $650. Then when they receive it, they would give you like your identification number, and you will be able to access your NNAS portal. With the main application payment, you get to choose one profession, so you can be assessed either for registered nurse, LPN or licensed practical nurse, or RPN, which is registered psychiatric nurse. Your main application will be open for 12 months, meaning you have a year to complete all your documents. Okay, submitting documents. Here are the documents that needs to be submitted as part of your NNAS application. So number one is identity documents. So as part of your application, you need to send identification documents like IDs, either your passport, your driver's license, but only copies of those. Acceptable forms of IDs are passports and driver's license, or other forms of government-issued photos. A notary public is authorized by the government to certify that the documents you provide are true copies of the original. What I did is I waited for me to arrive in Canada before I had my IDs notarized and sent through courier, because if I sent it from the Philippines, I need to undergo apostille and DFA authentication. You needed an appointment for that, and you need to pay for the lawyer, etc. I've talked with a lawyer, and that's how the process would go. But like I just decided, because like anyway at that time I'm already on my way like in a month or so, so I just waited. But that's something that you need to know about, like the identification documents. So when you already have your portal, they would give you like the documents that the third parties would need to answer and send back to them. So one is the nursing education form that will be sent out to your school, nursing practice or employment form, which would be sent to your employers or the places that you've worked for in the past 5 years, and nursing registration form, which is like in our case the PRC, or the Professional Regulations Commission. They would not accept the documents if it's not from your school, your workplace, or from PRC. So for the nursing education form, you need to send this form to your school. Along with this form, your school also needs to provide official transcripts or academic records, nursing program curriculum, syllabus, and course descriptions. And just tell the people or the registrar in your college or university that they need to give out as much information as they could. Also, the nursing practice or employment form, give it out to your work. I don't know, like it would vary from work to work who does it. Either your chief nurse, mine, I had my chief nurse accomplish the form and have them send it via courier. Also, nursing registration form. So what I did in PRC is that they have this process for state board verification. So like your state board verification slip, you need to fill out this slip if you're gonna apply from the Philippines. This slip, and then you follow the directions as well. Bring your ID card, your transcripts. Yeah, people from PRC are really helpful, so they would know like where you should like line up. And then after that, you need to go to like the nearby DHL or like the nearby courier. I use DHL, so I paid for the courier service, and then I just gave the receipt to the PRC, so they would be the one coordinating about the courier service. Proof of language proficiency documents. So it's either you take the IELTS or the CELBAN. For the IELTS, the International English Language Testing System, the lowest acceptable scores are speaking 7, listening 7.5, reading 6.5, writing 7, and overall 7. If you're in the Philippines, you could either go to British Council or IDP. I did both of them because like I took IELTS twice. They would ask you if you want the results to be sent to an institution, school, or like a regulatory body, or like an institution or an organization like NNAS. So like you just fill out the forms there, and then I think I will be doing a special video about my IELTS journey as well. So if you're interested with that, go click on the subscribe button. But when you pass, they would automatically send it to NNAS, and also like it would be reflected in your portal once they received it. CELBAN, I'm not really familiar about it, but yeah, there's a link if you wanted to like use that CELBAN one. Okay, so how would the curriculum be assessed? So NNAS compares the curriculum submitted by the nursing education program you completed to Canadian entry practice competencies. So like they would check if you are eligible to be like an entry-level Canadian nurse. So you would have like 3 results. Either it's comparable, somewhat comparable, and not comparable at all. So like here is the fee schedule. If you want like additional professions or provinces that you need to give the advisory report to. Here is the document checklist. The only thing that is going to be from the applicant is the identification documents. The rest should be institution to institution, from the institutions to NNAS. So what's my time frame? So I started my application on April 17, 2021. And then I received the forms and I completed all my documents. I passed my IELTS on July 24, 2021. And I completed all the requirements in August 23, 2021. So I got here in August. So I did the notarization and then passed it, send it via courier to NNAS. I got my advisory report December 24, 2021, so Merry Christmas, which was automatically sent to BCCNM. I think my application was faster because I was still in the Philippines when I started it, thinking that eventually I will come here in Canada to finish my application. So I think that's the most ideal way to do it, because at that time I think it was easier to have it notarized here than have it be verified abroad. And I think that's it. That was a long and painful journey to my NNAS advisory report. I'm hoping that everything will make sense in the future. Everything will be worth it. And I know you're also excited on processing your application. So if you like this video, I hope that you watch this custom playlist I made for everyone who is interested in applying and being a nurse here in Canada. If you have questions, don't hesitate to comment down in the comment section below, and I'll see you on my next video. Stay fabulously beautiful. Bye!